Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Thermomixing Adventures. My name is Lisa Keegan, if you haven't met me already. And Monday to Friday, I turn up live and I inspire you to get more out of your Thermomix. If you're watching along and you don't have a Thermomix, hopefully I can answer your questions as well. Please don't be shy, don't be a stranger. Feel free to comment, ask your questions along the way as well. I endeavour to answer them either straight away, live, or I will do them in the chat later. Today we're getting started with actually the recipe for tomorrow because my kids have been in charge of cooking for the last week. We've got a lot going on at the moment. I'm busy painting. I've got paint all over my fingers. And so they've actually used a whole lot of ingredients, and I didn't know. So I was supposed to be doing the beautiful Christmas gifts in a jar today. Hey Carissa, lovely to have you on. But they've eaten all the cranberries. So, and the pistachios, and a whole lot of other stuff. So I'm going to have to go shopping and buy those things, and I'll do the cookies in a jar tomorrow for you because it is a perfect gift, okay? I also have a special label for that. So come on with me tomorrow in the afternoon and I'll show you all that sort of stuff. So this is tomorrow's. I'm going to do it today and I'll swap them over. So this is berry liqueur, a perfect gift for someone, and it doesn't have to be put with the alcohol that's in the recipe. So even if you don't do alcohol, you can make this recipe because it's perfect with just soda water. It's nearly like a cordial kind of thing. So you could make it, and you can leave it as the concentrate, which is what I'm going to show you how to make the concentrate today. Then you strain it and you normally add it says rum, but you could add soda water, tonic water, whatever you want, lemonade, all that sort of stuff. So let's get cooking and I'll show you how easy this is today. Hey Denise, hey Chris, lovely to have you guys on today. You can see I was getting super ready. Oh no, you can't, it's in the way. I was going to say, you can see I was getting ready to make the cookies in a jar until I realized. So I'm like, hey guys, where's the cranberries? And they're like, actually, you know what they've been doing though? They eat them like snacks. So let's start cooking. Now you can make this on a TM5, TM31, TM6, all of the above. First thing it asks for is frozen berries. How cool is it that you can actually use frozen berries so easily in this recipe? I've always got berries in my freezer, frozen berries, because Fruity Dream takes 2 minutes to make. My kids on the weekend, it's clean, I just wanted to check it was clean. I was having one of those moments where it looked a bit funky. Oh, look at that. That was a little bit light on, but that's okay. On the weekend, I did an online demo for some lovely customers in Brisbane, so not too far from me. And we did online, and I was able to make the beautiful TM6 version Fruity Dream, where we actually cook off the egg white. We pasteurize it. It's amazing. If you have a TM6 and you've not tried that recipe, put it on your to-do list this week. It's just amazing. Because you cook that egg white off, it has a real different meringue fluffiness flavor to it. It's amazing. Okay, mixed berries, in they go. Check. I'm a little bit light, so I'm going to be a little bit light on my other ingredients. 300 grams of water, so I'm going to go, say, 250, because I'm a bit light on the other one. Well, 270, why not? 150 grams of sugar. So I am using raw sugar today. We are gifting this away, so we'll probably aim to go a little bit lighter. Looks like I'm going to need more sugar by tomorrow too. And some homemade vanilla sugar. Okay, I don't have vanilla sugar. I actually haven't even had 2 seconds to make my vanilla paste. However, my vanilla beans are here. Excuse me for a second while I show you. Are waiting to be made, so we'll be doing that soon. So I'm just going to cheat and keep it real and use vanilla extract, my mistake. If I was organised at home earlier, I probably would have loved to have put some of these beautiful... I lost you guys, sorry. The camera came down. I'd love to put some of these beautiful vanilla beans straight into something like your vodka or your gin. That camera's not very useful, is it? And make our own vanilla extract, because that's actually what you do, is you can put it into a bottle and you put it in a dark cupboard. Just give it a turn up and down every week, and it actually makes it go from that clear, translucent colour to having that beautiful vanilla in it. It's amazing. And then, of course, don't throw out your bean. Chuck your bean in your Thermomix and use it in custard and things like that. Okay, we're done. So we're on with the lid and the measuring cup. And it's going to cook for 15 minutes. Now, I do have slightly less ingredients. I could pull the time down to, say, 14 or 13. I'm not even going to worry today. It's got 90 degrees and speed 2. Now, something else you can do in this recipe is 90 degrees, we're creating a bit of steam. It won't be a huge amount, but it's enough to sterilize a jar. So if you're going to put this in a bottle or a jar, take out your measuring cup, put your aroma on top, and you can then actually steam on top at the same time. So super easy to do that. Now I can see your question in there, Chris, about how to work the new 3.0 cookie dough, and yes, I am. Over the next few days, I'm actually going to do some special additional segments to my normal afternoon lives, and I will come online and I'm going to show you how do we use the brand new Cookie Dough 3.0. Okay, so if you're wondering how do I do this, what do I do? Watch this space. It will be, I think it'll be tomorrow. I have to actually check. I've had access for a while to it, okay, because as a team leader, we got early access back when I was still traveling in the caravan. Wasn't allowed to show you though. We were under strict instructions that we couldn't actually show you. We had to wait for everybody to get it. Fair enough. So when I go to my menu on my screen is so glary at the moment, but when I go here and I go my recipes, I've actually got a special one in there called Created Collections. And you can see under Created Collections, these are the ones that I've now typed in on my iPad or my laptop. You can see I've got some with no pictures. I've got my beer. You know how I've been making the beer? I really wanted to show you that beer. Guided, well, my guided, but in the end I wasn't allowed to. I was hoping it would be here by now. So anyway, I typed it up. There was no picture because I hadn't yet made it. I've got savory mince. That's my amazing 2.5 litre savory mince. It's on Cookie Dough, so you can take it over from Cookie Dough. I was just some examples of training that I've done with my team, but importantly for us, my boys' breakfast circles. This has been a game changer. So my kids every morning make some little mini circles. Because we do gluten-free, they are sweet potato and zucchini, seeds and eggs. That's it. And then they get fried off on the barbecue. Daily, up until this came, the kids are like, how many grams of sweet potato, Mum? How many grams of zucchini? Now, we've been making this since they were little, so this is nothing new, but still, they're numbers, and they're biggish numbers, and then occasionally we'd start making a bigger batch, the numbers would go up and they get all confused. To be able to put it on here, so then it is step by step by step, has been a game changer. They can do it independently, fully independently, and I love it. So you can see, this glare is terrible. I need to fix this light in here. Actually, it won't be a problem next year. We'll talk more about that later, but I'm just going to hold this up and show you. I love that you can put your own picture in. You've got your title. You can scroll down and you can see how long it's going to take and all that details you do. You actually create the recipe on your iPad or your laptop, not in the app. Okay, we don't create recipes at this stage in the app, and we don't do them on our Thermomix. It has to be logged into cookiedough.com.au. By the way, if you've tried to access it and you can't find how, just a little tip, because I know you guys probably want to play with it tonight, is log yourself out of your Cookie Dough, both on your Thermomix and on your Cookie Dough on your iPad, laptop, whatever you're using to write it. Then log yourself back in, okay? And then log yourself back in on here as well. You need to do that so it rejigs the system. Once you log out on, if it's activated, which I haven't checked today if it's good to go, but once you log out on your device and you log back in on your device, then you can actually, you have a little pencil down the corner, which allows you to then create your own recipes. So it is called Create Recipes. I can't remember now. I'm going to have to show you. But I love this. It looks just very similar to what we're familiar with. And then when we go start cooking, it goes sideways, if I can click it. I have a lot of paint on my finger. So it gives you a little general inquiry thing here, and then you go that way. And then you've got under, oh gosh, that's terrible. There you go, sorry guys. Try and multitask here. You can see there, it's got some underlined words. It says add 120 grams of nuts or seeds of choice and 20 grams of walnuts. So when I click on the 125 grams of nuts and seeds, it actually brings up the scales. And better than that, it actually over here tells you what you're about to weigh in to the machine, so long as you've set the recipe up like this. Now you can't, just a little tip, you can't go straight to Recipe Community and expect a recipe to show up with the steps in it like this. You actually have to edit it. All right, now this is something I thought initially I expected to come across and be perfect, I could just go through. If you bring a recipe straight from Recipe Community, so you can go over to Recipe Community, you can grab the URL, put it into the new 3.0. Same with Cookie Dough. If you want to change a Cookie Dough recipe, you can grab the URL, the web address, and put it in. But what happens is on those Recipe Community ones, it won't come up with the underlines so that you get this feature. It will come up on screen. So have a go and play at this, guys, because it'll make more sense when you've had an alternative. What you'll find though is it comes up on screen with just the text. So the wording will say, add 120 grams of nuts or seeds, and you'll be able to push the little, see down the bottom here, we've got scales and we've got speed dial. You'll be able to push those two to bring up the scales, but it's not where you can actually type, push this and it populates it for you. It becomes more of a challenge depending on how you've written your recipe, number one, because you don't want one whole recipe written in one paragraph, because imagine one paragraph displayed on your screen. So you want to actually divide them all into individual steps, one step at a time after each step. But when you transfer it over, you then want to put in the weights. You want to put in the speeds, because then when I go next over here, sorry about the hand, see how it's now got the speed, and it's got 7 seconds speed 9. And if I click on that, it actually has populated on the screen. Can you see 7 seconds? And then it's got my 9 dial. So I spin it around and off it goes. So it is well worth your time bringing over those ones from the recipe community and then editing them. Take 5 minutes to make them your own, in the sense of adding the links in to the speeds, the times, the weights, so that then it's actually truly guided. You don't have to go put them on recipe community, because you can of course just type them in direct as well. And when you type them in direct, do make sure you put the links in. And if you've had a play already, you'll know what I'm talking about by the links in, where you actually can type in an ingredient and go over to the ingredient list and select it to go in as well. So that's a little insight into Cookie Dough 3.0. I do just want to check that it's live and ready to go for you guys. As I said, I've had a bit of a prelude to it, so I haven't had a chance today to check that it was actually there, but it is a game changer, especially if you do have other people who cook on your Thermomix, or if you like to cook things that aren't on Cookie Dough and you want to be able to put them in a meal plan and you want to be able to put them in a shopping list. You'll be able to do that, which is awesome as well. So I'm going to finish this recipe. Oh, I'm all over the place. I need to find my holder thing, so sorry about the jiggles today. This is going to cook for 15 minutes, 90 degrees, speed 2, and then after that it's actually going to get put through a fine sieve. I'm going to use a nut milk bag in my simmering basket, and from that point on it's a beautiful cordial is really what it is. Maybe a little bit bitter still though, which is why you want to put it with something, soda water, lemonade, that sort of stuff. Discard the sieve contents, and then it says to add to it 300 grams of rum, and then it tells you to remove from the bowl, stir gently, and pour it into sterilized bottles, and you're done. So it's really quite simple, amazing, tasty, perfect festive gift. But by all means, it does not need to be rum. You can certainly just do it as a concentrate on its own as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic afternoon, guys. Do take care. Thank you for those of you who've popped on and said hello. I do love to know that you're enjoying these videos and you're watching them and getting more out of your Thermomix. I look forward tomorrow to coming back and showing you how to do these cookies in a jar as we do our gifting series this week and last week. So go check out last week's videos as well. But otherwise, guys, take care. Let me know if I can support you in any way with your Thermomix journey, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.